Imagine it. You're part of a marketing team and you need to think of a new and inventive way to drum up some business. So, what do you think about doing? Whatever you decide to do, just make sure that at the end of the day, you don't accidentally give away thousands of dollars for free, because that's exactly what one marketing company did. Hello! Welcome to Brain Spill, the laziest show on the internet. My name is Tank, and today we have to jump to Roswell, New Mexico, in particular, the Honda dealership. This Honda dealership had the very question posed to them that I gave you at the very start of the video. What do you do to drum up more business? They decided to hire a marketing company to do that job for them, and see what they could do to get the sales up. A company called Force Events were hired, and it was decided that a campaign should be done where 50,000 scratch cards are sent to the local residents, with a potential of winning the grand prize of $1,000. Which, to say if you're going to scratch off a ticket that takes all of 10 seconds, that's a pretty good payday. That is, if the odds are in your favour. So this was the plan. They would send out all of these tickets, with one of them being the lucky winner of $1,000. I mean, the odds are pretty slim, 50,000 to 1. Well, that's how it was meant to be anyway. The issue they ran into was when they actually printed the tickets, for some unknown reason, they decided to print all of the tickets exactly the same. And the printing they did had every single ticket be a winner. I think you know where this might be going. So basically, this direct mail marketing company had just handed away money like it's going out of fashion. 'Cause why not? I mean, come to think of it, they were actually really ahead of their time. I mean, if they took the Mr. Beast model and just gave people money, then that might have given them even more business than they needed in the first place. This is a monumental cock-up, and for anyone who came forward to claim their prize, technically you'd think that they'd need to honour every single ticket that came in. So you just hope that maybe not that many people would be bothered about scratching off a scratch card, and they wouldn't get that many people coming in to claim the grand prize. Now, you'd hope maybe that a lot of people would just maybe get this scratch card and throw it in the bin, thinking it's some sort of scam or there's a hook to it or something, but for the people that actually did it and actually read the scratch card and realised that they'd won $1,000 for doing literally nothing, then it's pretty good. All they needed to do was take their winning ticket down to the dealership and they would claim their prize. Them and many, many other people. This was soon noticed by the dealership when they had multiple people coming into their branch claiming that they'd won the $1,000 prize. Yes, multiple people, all going for the same prize of $1,000. There should only have been one of them. They checked what was happening and at this point found out that 30,000 tickets had already been mailed out to people. Each and every single one of these people were technically winners, due to one single printing error. Every single one of them being a grand prize winner. The general manager of the branch, Jeff Cohn, must have hit the goddamn roof. At this point, they'd managed to stop the remaining 20,000 tickets from being posted out, meaning that they only had 30,000 more to deal with. It's just a monumental cock-up. I mean, if you think about it, quick maths. Each ticket wins you $1,000, and if every single person came forward and claimed a prize, they'd be $30 million in the hole right now. This would be enough to put most businesses under, and Honda, thankfully, being as big as they are, might be able to take the hit, but you know that someone's getting fired for this. I mean, Honda's worth like $9.5 billion, so this is pretty much a drop in the bucket for them, but at the end of the day, it's still a lot of money, especially when you're just giving it away for free. Unfortunately, they missed it in the proofreading. The dealership is making a full faith effort to investigate the mistake. At this point, I don't know exactly what the company's solution is going to be. We are not sure how Force Event is going to handle this matter. That's why they are flying out to Roswell, and that's why I'm taking down people's names. Yes, panic stations were on. People were going about everywhere and anywhere to try and get this sorted out. And what happened every time somebody came into the dealership was that they took that person's name down because they knew they would have a long list of people wanting to claim that $1,000 prize. This must have been such a pain in the arse to tell people when they came into the dealership that, unfortunately, you haven't actually won $1,000, despite you having the ticket saying you have, and then telling the same thing to the 10 people that have just walked in behind that other person. This must have been a pretty messy time. Upwards of 2,000 people apparently came forward to claim the prize, which resulted in an alternative prize pool being offered to try and make up for this major cock-up. A statement was released by Jim Fitzpatrick of Force Events, who said the following: "It was a printing error. Instead of only one ticket in 50,000 having the winning notification under the scratch card, they all did. We're going to make up for that in this new sweepstakes by actually increasing both the value and the number of prizes offered, as well as by dramatically increasing the chances of winning. The dealer and Force looked at the situation and decided we had to make it better to make it right. We apologise for any inconvenience the original mailing may have caused." So, what did they do? They decided that they would adjust the prize to $5,000 from the original $1,000, with a second place prize of $1,000 only to the 30,000 residents who had already been posted out these scratch cards. In addition, each recipient of the original ad would also be sent a $5 gift card with an apology letter from the company explaining what had happened. As good as it was that they were going to put their money where their mouth was and actually do something about this, a lot of people, as you can probably imagine, weren't happy that originally they thought they were winning $1,000 and then afterwards they were just given a $5 gift card. A bit of a slap in the face if you ask me. Although this must have been very disappointing for a lot of people involved, they did go forward and honour what they said they were going to do for everyone, so at the end of the day it did cost them a little bit more money than they originally wanted to. And also quite a lot of embarrassment at the end of that. Although it's better being in that situation than being in a situation where you had to pay out $50 million to people because you messed up a printing error. I mean, that's a pretty big drop down if you ask me. Although I'd rather be in that situation than a position where I had to fork out $50 million to people. That would be disastrous. But thankfully, they didn't have to do that. So from my perspective, this sounds like a pretty lucky fucking escape. And at the end of it, just make sure that if you're going to get these tickets printed, maybe just double check them before you send them out. If you like the video, be sure to like and subscribe. If you want to be notified as soon as I upload my next video, be sure to hit the bell button. And if you've got any ideas for what topics you'd like me to discuss next, let me know down in the comments below. As always, sources used in the video will be in the description. So, a lesson to everyone out there. Next time you get a scratch card come through the post, maybe just read it a few times to make sure that this isn't a $1,000 misprint, because you might be going in for a bit of a disappointment. But hey, you never know. I'll see you guys in the next video. Fantastic.